Hey. How's it going tonight, everybody? Mm, baby, that green. American barbecue sauce. Hey, what's up, Lori? How you doing tonight? MD Pyro, how are you doing? It's been a nice, crappy, rainy, slow, shitty Monday here today. I guess I'm doing all right. Just kind of counting down the rest of the week until I get to go on vacation, or a little mini vacation anyway. I'm really looking forward to that. Going to the store, huh? I remember when I was a little kid, I'd be like, get me something. Yep, you always got to try at least. I always had the mother didn't care if I went complete supernova, I wasn't getting shit. Matter of fact, if I acted like that, the only thing I'd give would be something I didn't want when I got home. What's up, Jameson? How you doing? How are you fine people doing tonight? I hope you had a better day than we did here because it was just rain and crap. It's actually cold tonight. Hey, appreciate it, RC Crazy. Yeah, no chance to fly or do anything RC here the last few days. The way it's been storming. Yep, the last few days, that's what it's been good for, is just resting. I'm hoping it's getting it all out of its system before I go to the amusement park next weekend. Oh, it'd be cool if you could take a drone inside of a park and fly it around. You know, like if you could get up close to the rides with nobody being on them and film them and stuff as they're operating, that would be awesome. Do you? Cool. I'd like to be able to do that. Legally without getting in trouble, because I can't get in trouble at the parks. I like to go there too much. Since I've been doing it since I was a little kid and everything, you know, it's kind of a part of my tradition. Oh, yeah. I'm talking like amusement parks with roller coasters and stuff like that. Stuck in someone's hair. No. I thought about bringing a little drone maybe and flying it around the hotel. They have a little pond there with a bunch of geese and stuff like that. I could probably piss them something off really bad with a couple drones. They got the little pond set up down there, man, and I don't like them bitches anyway, because I went down there and I'm sitting on the bench minding my own business, and they're out. I'm just burning me one, you know, trying to relax at the end of the day. And the sons of bitches come at me like they were going to get me. I'm like, man, I ain't bothered nobody, man. they're all swarming and surrounding my ass and stuff. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm not above kicking a goose right in the fucking head if you guys want to try me, you know. I will. Geese be geese. Yeah, I know. I was getting ready to mess them up too. Oh, there was ducks there too, but them ducks wasn't helping me at all, man. They're little guys. And them geese are not, though. Them some bitches are huge. Meaner than hell, too. Like, I paid to stay at this hotel. You little bastard, move over. That's my pond now. All right, RC, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by and say hello and stuff. Appreciate it, bro. Easy plan and all that. Hey, I like my Nerf rocket launcher. That thing's pretty cool. It'll fire them little sons of bitches all the way across the room. They're hard to find, too. Oh, I guarantee if I take a little drone across that pond, they will go on the attack on that thing. It'd probably be a pretty cool video as long as it was like an old drone or something I didn't care about. Because they are definitely territorial. They didn't even want me sitting at that bench, man. They would lose their shit over a drone, I'm sure. Yeah, see, that's my issue, man. I can't sleep. I go to them places, man, and just walking around during the day gets my legs and back and shit bothering me so bad I can't sleep. So I'm awake all night. I get pretty damn bored walking around a hotel all night. There's a club across the street. I thought about going over there. I'm like, oh hell no! It's hard to tell what kind of trouble I'd end up in out of state. Hey Grant McIntosh, how you doing, man? Hope you ain't been eating any worms lately, bro. A high protein diet's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Ohio is one of them weird places though, man, where you can buy fireworks, but they're illegal to shoot fireworks. So I don't quite understand that. Just chilling. I'm gonna go to a place called Vito's Fireworks and a place called Tri-State Fireworks and see if they have anything interesting. Won't be going on any big shopping spree, just more or less going to film their store and stuff. See if they have any special items anyway. Hit them with a Saturn battery. Oh yeah, man, I got some 300 shot ones over here. The Raccoon brand million missiles. They're pretty good actually. Yeah, it being me going to jail for attacking a bunch of geese and stuff. Cruelty to animals after they don't pinch my ass off, you know. I don't believe in being cruel to any animal, but if it's on me attacking me, it gets what it gets. You know what I'm saying? I got to defend myself. Be like on South Park, it was coming right at me. Oh God, man. There are so many entry level remote control boats up there. It's unreal, bro. Uh, or shit. I'm trying to think about the key things to stay away from. Kind of hard to tell online, but just some of them really cheap ones got the super thin paper plastic, kind of like the consistency of a solo cup kind of thickness. If you can avoid one of those and go for more of a, toy grid kind of hard plastic deal and dual motor system setup, you can get 35, $40. You can get a nice little boat. Just all depends on what you want and what you want it for, man. If you want something really fast, you want something slow, or for looks, or what have you. Where was you thinking about buying it from is the biggest question. Hey, Fireworks Your Life, how's it going, man? Fireworks, I was like, cool. It's like 32 miles away from where my hotel's at, so I'll definitely be checking out Tri-State. Oh man, that's something I want to build actually. I'd like to build an ROV with a metal detector on it, some kind of a scoop. There's a lot of old swimming places and stuff that goes back. I know a waterfall here that goes back into the 1700s, people swimming at it. Just imagine how many engagement rings and necklaces and such and stuff that's been dropped at the bottom of this like 35 feet deep hole under that waterfall. If you had a way to dive down there and recover, you could probably make a good chunk of change from antique jewelry down there. Just a thought. Yeah. Yeah. If you were going to get a brushless one and stuff like that, right around $100 should be a good price point to get a good entry level one. Something that's not going to be complete crap. You can do something with brushless motors, man. Just put out in crazy amounts of power, and they're really, really good energy efficient. They last a lot longer than a brush motor does on a battery pack too. That's the cool thing about them, man. You get more power and better efficiency. It's like this one right here. I don't know how well you can see it. This is a 3800 brushless motor on this helicopter, right? And this motor's probably half the physical size of the one that was on it, but this is like 10 times more powerful and uses about 1/3 the current. So you got 10 times more power, 1/3 the current, and this one here, you can run it and you can touch it and it won't even, it's not even warm to the touch. The brush motor that come with it, if you touched it, it would give you a third-degree burn. Actually set the grass on fire with this helicopter's original motor that was in it. And that was a bad day. I believe the hype about how, no setup required, straight out of the box, you could fly it. Well, no, you cannot. Any kind of RC helicopter, unless it's a toy one, takes a pretty substantial amount of setup. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Or Seven, sorry. Seven, how you doing? Hey, Dark, how's it going? I just unboxed one of these big firecracker streams, man. These things are awesome. Those all red strings with the head bomb. It's like a dual layer string of firecrackers going up, and oh shit, it's like 30,000 tau or some shit. They're pretty badass. What's up, drones, pyro, and things? I like the name, man. Sounds like me, drone, pyros, and things. Yeah. Check out this wee little baby drone. It's just a wee baby now. It fits in the remote, see? Probably hard as hell to fly. These generally are. These little tiny ones like that. Yep. I love playing with RC anything. I always have. I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was a kid, RC cars and stuff like that cost a fortune. And if you did have RC cars, you couldn't afford to put the batteries in it because they all held, anywhere from 8 to 16 AA batteries that were a lot more expensive back in the day than they are now as well. I still remember when battery packs come out and become a common thing. That shit was great. Hello, Shalandara. I probably butchered that name. I'm sorry. I couldn't drive over cut grass. I guess some of those little monster trucks that, well, I guess you call them a crawler with the 4-wheel drive and everything. They come with the complete kit with even the batteries for the remote. Just cheap little trucks, but they actually work pretty well. I can take them up and down pretty rough road. I done a firework video of one when I was launching mortars and stuff off of it. One of my little RC car videos I was working with. I want to actually do a cool one though. Take my time and produce it. Yeah, I used to be in the slot cars back in the day. I remember one of my first race car trucks that I had was a Dukes of Hazzard. It come with the General Lee and it come with the cop car. The cop car was cool because the lights worked and stuff on the top, but it was only about a 1/3 as fast as a General Lee, which is kind of pointless to have a racing game, when one's always going to win. I've got a few RC boats here somewhere in a box that I'm going to dig out this summer and rig them up full of firecrackers and send them out on their last voyage and stuff. I think that might be a fun little video. Thank you. That was hard to do too, man. Flying that pro strobe in a dark sky like that was difficult. I didn't really give that a lot of thought before I got it in the air. I was like, oh my god. Oh man, I had stompers like crazy. I really liked the tanks, the military playset to come out. I had the German Panzer tank and the American Sherman, and I even had I think it was like a army playset that stompers come out with for a while. That I had all kinds of their cars and trucks and all that shit. I still have a 240Z stomper. It was from the original line. Oh, that's cool. I don't think anybody I knew was into it other than myself. You ever play with these little remote control cars? Yep. I've been somewhere in an appointment and pull one of these out of my pocket, charge it up, just send it across the doctor's office. I don't care. No. But I got guys over there playing. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, I'm playing. So what? What you gonna do about it? Exactly. Check this out. I got this for my little vape pen battery. It's pretty cool. It's got the readout. Shows you the voltage and all that stuff. Not nicer than a regular pen. Oh, I had to go one time. A cop pulled me over because I had a crack in my windshield. He told me to get rid of the ticket if I went and got the windshield fixed, and I did, right? So I kept coming to the police station, and this cop kept blowing me off. Couldn't never, because he had to look at it, and sign off on the ticket. He was making himself unavailable. So I brought my toddler a portable DVD player back when those was a things, a bunch of movies, a cooler, all kinds of other stuff, and I just set up shop right in the front of their office and just let her go nuts while I sat there and watch movies and sit there and drink soda. They couldn't handle too much of that, and they went and got that guy. It does, man. Your entire life can't suck. You've always got to have some little things you hold on to, because if not, that's why people end up losing their shit. Either going crazy or fucking killing herself or some dumb shit like that. Everybody has to have their own little personal things to help pull them through life. God knows I do. I look forward to all the things that make me happy and are important to me that pulls me through the crappy times. And I think that's how it should be. Cool. Of course, it is kind of fun to go in person sometimes too. Nothing quite like being there. Hey, Manic Pyro, how's it going, man? That's why I smoke. That way you can be there without being there. Must be some good shit. That is a fact, my friend. That is a fact. I was just talking about these new little vape cartridge, not cartridges, but battery. I got I ordered the stainless steel, but I got the acid burnt rainbow kind of stainless steel kind of shit. But the cool thing about this one is at least it's got the readout. It's got a hit counter, shows you what your voltage and stuff like that should be. It's got like an E-Leaf Mini. Better than just a regular stick battery, for cartridge applications, if you know what I'm saying. Oh man, that stinks. They got rained out on their video. Friggin' rain, man. The natural enemy of the power and their never ending struggle to not get freaking rained on. See, my cartridges are leaking out the bottoms, which is not good. The gasket in the bottom jacked up on these. Oh, I like those too. right now I'm into these high concentration oils and stuff just because they do their job so well and so quickly. Yeah, it rained here all day, man. That's why I'm having a really hard, stiff movement day today. Arthritis and rain are not good friends, you know what I'm saying? I got that psoriatic arthritis, kind of, can you pronounce it, kind of shit going on. And it can be pretty severe. I did manage to get some good sleep today, though. I managed to get some sleep, and that's what helps more than anything, really, for me. With all the stuff that I've had going on lately, apparently I haven't had very good quality sleep. And you know how when you wake up you haven't slept in a while and you don't even know what damn day it is. You don't know if it's 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and you're like, what the hell just happened? You know, that kind of sleep. That's the kind of sleep I had today, which I feel better because of it. But damn if it didn't disorienting. Uh, you know all about it then. It sucks. Yeah, right now my mother's still in the ICU. She had a heart attack and stuff last week, and it was pretty severe. It left her with some pretty bad brain damage this time. She's had several heart attacks in the last couple of years, and it's just getting worse and worse. But she's been in ICU now for 10 days and counting. And then on top of all that, they were building a new house. My mom and dad are tearing down the old house and having to move everything out of storage and everything like that onto the same piece of property. And then, that happened with mom right in the middle of all this. And it's like, holy shit. If another thing trying to happen at the same time, I'm going to end up losing my mind. I swear. I don't know why it is, but it seems like everything has to always happen at once. Damn, man. Sorry to hear that about yours as well. It's never a good time. It's hard. And my old man, he's getting to the point to where he's not able to make qualified decisions and stuff like he used to. He had early onset Alzheimer's and stuff coming on for a while, but he decided to try to climb onto the roof by putting a ladder on a wheelchair ramp, treated wheelchair ramp that was wet with nobody holding it, and climbed to the roof to adjust the antenna. And you can imagine what happened. He got about to the top and it kicked out, and he fractured his skull and punctured his lung and just all kinds of stuff. But that seems to have accelerated the Alzheimer's thing. So I don't know. And in all this, I have a younger brother that's like 35, but he has issues of his own. So I don't know what's going on. But then, trying to run that in my own household is a damn hard task for sure. But everybody has that, in life. It's just one of those things, I guess. Shit just gets complicated with the quickness, doesn't it? That's why I like to escape into my little firework world, man. The pyro cave is a nice place to relax. And I'm looking forward to getting away for the weekend coming up here this weekend, because I definitely need a little bit of a time away from all this. Even just a couple of days to be able to come in and hit it better. It does, man. Things go to shit with the quickness. But that's just the way things work out, I guess. we're all along for the ride, man. We like to or not. We'll just have to see where it goes. But I am going to try to put it behind me this weekend and just relax for a couple of days at least. Parkersburg. Oh shit. It's a while, a ways, I do believe. It's Parkersburg I'm thinking about. I'm talking about like up in the northern part of the state. See, I always get Parisburg and Parkersburg mixed up. I'm actually close to the Virginia state line and stuff. I'm about 15 minutes out of Virginia. Here where I'm at, anyway. I'm close to Beckley, if you know where that's at. Charleston. Charleston's about an hour away from me. Yeah, quite a ways. I went to Parkersburg one time to meet a chick, and that was quite a drive. But that ended up being quite a crazy experience, though, man, because it was not good. You know, people talk online and everything like that, just like we are now, right? Well, this one chick, she kept talking to me and talking to me, and she got to where she really liked me and shit. This woman's married. And I told her, I'm like, we can be friends and stuff like that, but I'm not going to have any kind of relationship with a married woman. It's just not right. And, I don't want to get shot anyway. It's just a bad thing to do. And so I never would have any relationship with this woman, right? She left where she lived in Parkersburg and come all the way to Beckley because she knew I lived in Beckley and was going to show up at my house and move in with me if I liked it or not. And she's calling me and stuff like that, and I wouldn't tell her where I lived. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. Come to find out, what she had done is she had went and spent all the money on her family's bills or whatever for that month on like video poker, and she was trying to find a place to hide from her crazy redneck old man. And I'm like, yeah, that really sounds like something I want to be a part of. Dude, this chick was nuts. She was going around asking questions and stuff. People knew where I was at. I had people call me and tell me like, "Hey, there's this chick going around looking for you." I'm like, "What?" I didn't tell her nothing, man. I don't know what you did. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. What? I like to tell my friends I don't actually think I done something. That was cool. Oh, no doubt. Everybody go to sleep out there? Oh man. I tell you what, the the woman to guy ratio up there is crazy good. If you can't find a date up there, man, there's something wrong with you because there's like four chicks for every dude. It's an interesting place, man. You just be standing at a gas station pumping gas or something, and women will come up there and hit on you and ask you out. It's like the other way around than what I'm used to. Oh, I'm sure a lot of them are. The ratio is good. There has to be some good ones in there somewhere. Rule of averages and whatnot, you know. Of course, 9 out of 10 bitches are crazy. Oh, hell no, man. Don't mess with no methed up chick. That's for damn sure. That stuff's crazy. You wouldn't believe the stuff I've seen people do on meth. Especially your crazy, veteran buddy that comes back and's got like 40,000 guns and a meth problem. That's always a bad thing. Because they're always hearing shit that ain't going on, and they're really paranoid and just crazy, man. That stuff makes people, I mean, obviously, but it really makes people really fucking bug nuts. More than any other drug I've ever seen. As far as hearing and seeing shit that ain't there. I studied for 2 years to be a substance abuse counselor. Big problem here in the country, though. I'm glad that it's calmed down from what it used to be. But it definitely took its toll. I mean, the drug epidemic that rolled through here, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know a family or hasn't been personally affected by it. Once my house the heat pump was stolen off the side of the house. The copper water pipe was taken, and the electrical box and everything like that was stolen out of my house while I was at my mother's for 2 weeks during Christmas vacation. And that's how bad it had got. And it was my own family members that was cleaning out my house while I was gone that was the ones doing it. That was the worst part. Yeah, over pills and shit. I still have to make a monthly payment each month on a heat pump that I don't even own anymore, that some crackhead took and scrapped at a scrapyard. I love paying that bill each month. I really do. But things eventually worked out, and I've got a better deal on the house that I have now and stuff like that. It was a nice location and a bigger house and a really good price. So that opportunity did open up to me, but just really sucked. See, I had that done to my house, and then I had my car broke into the same way. I had a Camaro that I would show around here in the local car shows and stuff, full of electronics and everything, and somebody stole all the electronics and stuff out of it. And that was the one the cop had the nerve to act like it was my fault because I had nice shit in my car. I'm like, yeah, that's my fault, dude. I shouldn't have had nice stuff in my car that I worked hard for, Yeah. I've actually been taking out a lot of copper pipe out of my basement from the old heating system, the old boiler system that was here, and I'm taking that to the scrapyard, to get some money off of the copper. I'll have to show my driver's license and sign a paper saying I own it, but I'm like, I'll probably be the only person actually selling my own copper there. Damn, that's crazy. You have to have a title just to sell it for scrap. Here for the longest time, what they were doing, the big thing was stealing catalytic converters. They would cut off people's catalytic converters while they were in the parking lot. Like you go into the mall and go shopping and come back, and your catalytic converter would be cut off your car because they were getting about $100 a piece for the catalytic converters, recycling them for the platinum that's in them. They would use a battery operated sawzalls and just crawl right up under there, cut it off, and go on to the next one while you were shopping. You'd never know until you started your vehicle. All right, drones. Pyro, be careful, man. Drive safe and all that. Get home, get some rest, man. It's right at midnight. Or it is here anywhere. School buses? Damn. I didn't even really think about school bus having a catalytic converter. All right. What's up, West PA Pyro? I giving you a hard time. No names. Of course, SPA. It's probably best that we don't use my name. But I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a couple of cases of those and getting a case of the snow cones. Thank you. Just saying. And it doesn't really matter to people that are here right now, but some people you don't want to know information. You know how it is. People can and will use that shit against you on here. So, what would you suggest? Is there anything better out there, West PA, than the M25 that you would think? Or is that, And what are these shells that one, what's his name was telling me about that he got from you? He said it was a ball shell that he liked really good. Well, it's a 25 shot, yeah. I've not shot an M25 yet. I've seen a lot of videos, but I've not had one in person. About what would you compare it to? About They're not like salute can kind of boom. They're like, what would you say about almost like a red and green kind of boom, maybe? I mean, that's the only thing I can compare from what I've seen of videos. I kind of hoping the price would go down on them things for a while. They've been awfully expensive. I don't know. They fall under what's called articles of pyrotechnics, so they're not quite a 1.4 item. They have a different set of rules that apply to them. It's kind of a gray area in the pyro world. No, that's a binary impact explosive. It's just the name, I'm pretty sure, right? Wake up, people. Yeah, it is nice to have a legal place gate. Of course, I don't really care for myself. It's not really an issue if it's legal or not. Ah, shit. That's never good. Opening up a battery door on my radios, and son of a bitch is corroded beyond corroded on one of the batteries. That is not good. This is like my long range Cobra. A .22 and a half incher. I want to get some and try them. That way I can see if I like them or not. I mean, I'm sure I'll like them. Just don't know if they're worth what they charge, what they cost. You know how it is. You want to try one of at least everything. Green weenies. Well, if you got a green weenie, you really need to wash it. Holy shit, the amount of corrosion in this is epic. That battery was only in there for about a year. Good grief. That is not good. But I think the contacts are salvageable. Actually, I don't see any corrosion on the contacts. Looks like the battery just exploded out the side for no apparent reason. Shit. That's not even right, man. That's wrong. Wrong. Funny, but wrong. Dude, that was some like copper top batteries right there. You know, the Duracell. At least it wasn't shit batteries, but that was in there like I don't know, maybe 9 months. It done shot the shit on me. I'm gonna have to put some. I don't know. I use energizers a lot. But I want to get a better camera system right now because my camera's eating those batteries like wholesale. I'm spending a fortune on fucking batteries right now. I go through like a 20-pack every couple of days. Matter of fact, I'm looking for batteries now to try this radio out. Damn it. I better find the other radio. Cool. They seem to hold a charge for the day or and all that good stuff. I haven't had that much shit. That much leakage and stuff from alkaline batteries, man. Not good quality ones. Not often, anyway. I mean, here I am before you with one that's leaking, granted, but it's not really something that happens often. Low discharge. See, that's part of it, though. I need a high discharge rate for most of my stuff. That's cool. It's got a battery just barely died. Listen to this. That's one thing I did implement for our little firework shows, the radio communication now. I have a couple of these radios, and everybody has a couple of these radios, and it helps a lot to be able to communicate without having to walk up and down a mountain to tell somebody something. I have to make sure that my gear is ready for the 4th of July. Cool. All right, man. Excellent. We can do that then. Oh, shit. Throw my radio around, man. That got me excited. So I can get 2 cases for that and then get another case of the other. What about those snow cone juniors? Have you tried those? Are those worth having? All right, cool. I'd appreciate it, man. said, the fountains are just a small part of my show, but I like to put something up close, about, I don't know, 15 feet away from where the spectators are going to be. When the fountain starts kicking and all them crackles and stuff start, they get all excited and stuff, thinking something else is going to explode. And about the time that gets into its climax of all that crackle, then I hit a line of shells just right behind it, farther up on the hill. But that boom makes everybody jump back every time. Yeah, I have to be careful because there's a lot of people in the crowd and stuff that, they're older and they can't get away if something goes wrong. Hmm. I think I'm gonna stick with the original then. I like those. Or is there a better fountain that you would recommend? Something that goes along. See, what I really like about the snow cone is well, for one, it burns a long time, and then that crackling when it goes into that's pretty intense for a fountain. Those are the two reasons I was going with it, unless you know something better. Something like that, lightning field, yeah. But see, there's like a little fence line in between. Well, I'm up on the mountaintop, and then everybody's at the bottom of the mountain watching the show. But between there's a couple partial old fence lines there, and I attached the fountains and stuff to them old fence posts, and they're really obscured by the amount of overgrowth and stuff that's over top, to where you really can't see the fountains in there until I light them. I usually have all that front line and stuff where it's all quick fused together to go off, a line at a time. It should be pretty cool. Last year I used those shoot crunching candy fountains by World Class, I think, and they were good fountains. They just, and I wish I had something that lasted just a little bit longer. Yeah, crushing candy, yeah, because I'd ordered snow cones last year and they were out of stock. Lighthouse. I like those haunted house ones that you have, as far as just having the box art and stuff. I'd like to get one of those and just put it up on my desk. Those look pretty cool. Do you have a show called Apple Balls or something? Oh, I know, man. That insane crackling and stuff going off like in rows of 4 and 5, staggered apart at the same time is pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. There's a reason I think the snow cone's like the number one fountain, isn't it? Oh, I know. You got like 70 some cases of it. I think that's what your inventory's showing, 70 some cases. I've seen it in videos and stuff, man. I'm just now getting to come back into looking at fountains and stuff. because so many years were that's all we could had. I had a negative thing to it, but they're actually worth having now. It is, man. It really is. And the thing I like about the fountains, like the snow cone, I keep going back to that one. It's not really that high priced either, considering how long that they last and how many you get in a case, or even individually. It's a pretty good purchase, I think. Uh, there was another one I was looking at last year called cat calls that looked pretty interesting. What's up with the jinx or the junks? What do you keep typing that for? I like Wyndham, man. Matter of fact, West BA here hooked me up with a really sweet Wyndham banner. That's one of my favorites. I like the panda, man. That thing's awesome. I get asked all the time where I got that at, and I'm like, I'll tell you. Check this out. Yeah, the duration's part of it too, because I guess everybody's family's pretty much the same, but it takes them a good minute or two to shut up from whatever they were doing to watch the fireworks show. And when you start a line of fountains, it usually gets their attention drawn into it, and you're not wasting an expensive cake that nobody saw because they were still busy talking. I guess it's the practical way I look at it. Definitely get Spartan screwed. All right. Yep. You can hear my family talking in some of my shows on here. I'm like, good grief, guys. Oh, cool. I haven't seen that. Boy, they're doing that. They're doing that effect to death, aren't they? I swear, man. Oh hell, check it out. It's all falling bomb. What's going on, bro? I will, man. I'll have to see that. Sounds like an interesting effect for a fountain. Yep, you know what I'm talking about then. It's got a good thing starting with the fountain, especially the long lasting fountains, because everybody shuts up and pays attention then. Or it's the best hope you have, anyway. Um, Not much, man. We're just sitting around talking about pyro and whatnot. You know, the normal, same old shit. Oh, man. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink real quick. Oh, I'm back. Oh, so who's still with us? Sound off like you got a pair, boy. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to just getting out of town for a little while. Yep, that's what I'm looking forward to. Gonna have to get my cat's professional butt scratcher and stuff on retainer here and stuff, so I can make sure that somebody scratches his butt for him every day. Did you send an invoice or next week? What are you talking about, bro? Cool. Ah, that's y'all's deal. But West PA, did you hear me earlier when I asked you about those shells? Do you know the ones I'm talking about, or I had to ask? I had to ask the dude which ones. Had a really nice symmetrical break to them. Had a tail going up from them. They look really nice. Hmm. I'll have to ask him what the name of them are then. eh, there's always something I want to pick up here and there, man. Later on this summer, I want to get some from XL Fireworks in Michigan. I'd like to get some of his stuff off of him. If I go to Cedar Point and I'm in the area, he's going to actually come out and meet me with some stuff, which would be cool. Well, you got to take it, you got to do it, where it makes sense and where you can get away with it, and it's not going to hurt you too bad. That's why I like to do wholesale resale and stuff like that. Not fireworks, but other stuff to make the money to buy my fireworks, more or less. That's how I do it. I miss road trips and stuff like I used to. I really do. But there's also a lot of stuff I don't miss about the road trips is the expense and how much everything costs and the wear and tear on the cars and all that shit. I miss the time I had with my friends going on pyro road trips, but something about having it shipped directly to the house is really nice as well. Yeah, that's the one she was talking about. Was the Magnus Appleballs. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my younger brother and see if he wants to actually get something this year. West PA. That way, maybe he'll have some stuff he wants to order as well. Maybe. It's hard to tell about that little turd, though. He was supposed to have bought some stuff and he never did last year, so I can't really count on him too much. That's not cool, man. I'd have to go out and find a friend in the country somewhere, man, that would let you let off some shit at his place. Something to that effect, man. Because it's all good to follow the laws and not get tickets. It's never good to be stupid and letting them fine you, but I also got to get out and fire up that fire every now and then, too. Some of them guys, I don't understand why they just pull their stuff right out in the middle of the street and light it. And then they complain about when the cops show up and they have to deal with the cops. I'm like, well, what do you think's going to happen when this shit's bouncing off of cars and houses and everything? And if you took the same fireworks out in the middle of nowhere and lit them in the desert or some shit, nobody would ever fucking know. You wouldn't have to deal with it. But what do? Right in the middle of the neighborhood. I don't get that, man. Is there a lot of stores in Oklahoma City? I didn't know if there was or not, man. Damn. Probably because of the bombings and stuff that they had back in the day. Probably why they got really, probably why they have all those real extensive laws and stuff. Hmm. Okay. Okay, what, West PA? Oh, I appreciate you getting back to me about the email and everything, West PA. I really do. And I appreciate the price and everything. Thank you very much. And I'm going to run it through my brother and everything like that and see what he wants and everything like that and get together a little order here. But I do appreciate your time and stuff on it, man. And the discount. Thank you very much. And see, you said you were going to sell me some fountains and stuff eventually, right? I do remember you saying something to that effect. Oh, cool, man. That's a pretty sweet service right there, dude. Quick. Yo, my primary homie, man, my buddy Dave, he usually goes and does fireworks and shit with me. Him and his old lady split up the other day, and they've been having all kinds of crazy going on, so it's hard to tell what's going on with my homie. I don't know what he took his old lady's cell phone to an abandoned fucking building, like a warehouse or something, where her car was sitting. I'm like, I don't know what kind of shit you got going on, man. Oh yeah, I got a whole nother side here, man. I think last year I had close to 3 tons in here, and this year I'd say it's only about one. So I got plenty of room. Besides, I'm just getting a few little odds and ends specialty items. I don't have any fountains yet, and a little bitty boom. A little bit of boom cake's always a fun thing to have. Oh yeah, yeah, he's a little turd, but yeah. Hopefully, I can shame him into buying something. I'm tired of him always sponging on my dime, the little turd. I wanted to go find him and just kick him for no apparent reason, I believe. Sometimes little brothers just need to, just whack the hell out of them. Mr. Sparks a lot. How's it going, bro? Got the green going on. Yeah, I was supposed to get him to pay for the fountains. That's what he was supposed to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that up, but I probably won't get anything off of him for it. But he was supposed to buy the fountains. That's what the deal was. I remember now. I hear you. I think a lot of people are. It's a hard day. Monday sucks. Of course, it's Tuesday now here anyway. It's 12:35 a.m. No doubt, man. Oops. That's me. I've been straightening up in here trying to find some stuff, and I've found things that I forgot I even owned, and I still haven't found the things I initially started looking for. So I don't know. I guess once you get so much stuff packed into a room, it's just a crapshoot after that. Check out this artwork my daughter made me. I got to show this stuff off, man. I don't know if I can get any light on it. Let's see. Is that not cool? What do you think of that painting she done? That's pretty badass, ain't it? Indeed, Alucard. There you go. Jameson knows who it was. It's the light. You can't see the proper shading with the light on it. There you go. There you can see it better now. See, now you can see the detail, right? That's my favorite anime character. My daughter says that's the one character that reminds her the most of me. Cool, man. Yeah, I introduced my daughter to anime when, God, what was it? Soul Eater. I got her started watching Soul Eater, and I created a monster. She consumes all anime products now. She has a gigantic collection, and I know it's a gigantic collection because I paid for it. Anime shit is expensive, but I've also supported her art and all that stuff over the years. And she has enough art supplies in her room, probably more than a lot of small schools, I'd say. When she grows up, though, she can never say that her father didn't support what she wanted to do, though, because I don't want to hear that shit at all. But I'm proud of her. She's a good girl, man. And I'm only having one child, so, you gotta do what you can. Everybody done went to sleep in here, I guess. Yeah, check out this strip. Head bomb goes all the way from. to look at that mountain video again. I bet that's making a horrible record. Oh well. Sub. Soda. Hey, thanks, Sparks, a lot for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Get some rest, bro. Yeah, it's more lively in here sometimes. Sometimes, we all sleeping. Get some rest, bro. Yeah, I prefer the captions a lot more, man, than trying to listen to the English version. It just doesn't sound right. A lot of times the characters don't match up. I'd rather hear it in the original Japanese. I actually learned a lot of Japanese words from sitting there watching it and become a speed reader. I mean, if you watch an anime, you can read an entire screen of text at a glance, and most people can't do that. It really causes you to be a speed reader for real. It's a good skill you pick up just from watching anime. Not to mention another language. I have the entire, all the kanji and stuff from the entire Japanese alphabet in my notebooks. I thought that I would learn to try to read it and write it before I could speak it. Try to go with that approach. Well, people read everything. It doesn't have to be in a book form. Good Lord, look at all the information you take in just from this chat room itself. It's still reading. But when you watch a fast paced anime or something like that, and you get used to reading the subtitles at that speed, it does increase your reading, you know, abilities, I do believe. I raised my daughter on anime, and now she has a different college every other day in the mailbox wanting her to attend her school. So, pretty intelligent. All right. Thank you very much there, West PA. I do appreciate it. I have to be able to get my stuff from you, man. Try to tell people where to get some cool shit. I just found these again. I need to send these to my buddy, the pyro dude. I was gonna send him these for his truck. I'm going to keep him out where I can find him. I wonder where he's at today. It's not like the pyro dude not to show up. He's probably sleeping it off and being in here so late last night. Cool. I will show it around to my brother and my other buddy Dave if I can find him, but I don't know if he'll be doing anything considering what he's going through right now. But yeah, because I definitely want to get a few more things before now on the 4th. It's still got a few more months. Of course, the end of this week, I'm going to Kings Island and Ohio and all that good stuff. Once you buy wholesale, it's hard to ever buy resale again. I mean, I love going into fireworks stores and looking around and stuff like that, but just can't pull the trigger at those prices when you get used to wholesale, you know? Kind of ruins it for you. They are. They really are. And good lord, the secondary market and shit like that's done lost its mind as well, completely. With the way people are paying out these crazy prices for shit. Everything's out of whack right now, I do believe. Hey, West PA, you still in here? How's that tariff shit going to end up affecting the firework market and everything? Wonder what that's going to look like, considering we're in this big trade disagreement with China and fireworks are from China. So I wonder what that's going to do to our market. I don't know, Solo, Babyface, or whatever. I hear that same shit every year. It's always a shortage, and then it's not, and then it's a shortage, and then it's not. And it's like it's same shit every year. You always hear that 90%. That's pretty damn good for this time of year, isn't it? Locked in a warehouse, pumping it out, huh? Well, it is from the heart of Chinese products and shit like that. So if there's going to be a tariff war and all this other crap, it's going to raise all the prices, and I'm sure fireworks will be pretty directly affected. But stock's always like what, a year or so out of run. Yeah, it's something like that, man. That's why I like to get my orders taken care of in the winter before the demand. I mean, you have to sometimes tiptoe around missing stock and just what happens to be left around tax time and shit, because sometimes that's the lowest stock time for most companies around that time. But I like getting my stuff taken care of earlier. Of course, it's like 2 or 3 years ago when I went through Superior Fireworks in Florida. I didn't get my order until June, and I had placed it in February. So I guess sometimes you just don't really know. Just chilling, Pyro Al. How you doing, man? We's in here talking about our favorite things. Pyro and more pyro and big titties and stuff like that. Damn it, Pyro, I need to get a video together with them bottles I was wanting to show you. I do have some. I want to remember to do that, though. I found a lot of these bottles behind a rock wall back where they used to have the workers' quarters for making the tunnels and stuff down here on the railroad. For whatever reason, they must have pulled out blocks of the foundation or the rock wall, the backing of the building, and they'd hide their liquor bottles there. Because I found several back behind them rocks and stuff as I was moving the rocks out. You ever heard the John Henry legend, the steel driving man, and all that good stuff? Well, that's where the tunnel and stuff the workers and stuff lived, was there on my land that went through and made that tunnel. The Big Bend Tunnel or whatever, it's over a mile and something, several miles long or some shit. Goes right through the mountain. There's two of them there. It's crazy. Look like liquor. Look like liquor bottles. Brown with like a patriot kind of dude on it. I don't think anything else is written on it. There's all different types, but I think it'll be something you'll be interested in seeing. Because I do have quite a few of that kind of stuff if I can find it. I also have some old medical stuff like embalming fluid bottles and stuff like that. I'm getting ready to fall asleep over here, guys. Cool. And then some old apothecary bottles, some old medicines and stuff, some old patent medicine bottles and stuff. Have some of those, and bunch of old liquor bottles, old beer bottles, medicine bottles, all that shit. Used to collect that stuff for a while. Herb juice. Yeah, sounds like good shit, man. You probably find something labeled like that today, right? Yep, I could probably go right out and find something called herb juice right now on the market. That's funny all these years later. It hasn't really done nothing around here but rain, rain, rain. Not really going out and doing much of anything around here, outside anyway. The way the weather's been. guys. Everybody went to sleep on it. I'm going to have to get off here. There. Cool, man. Good night, everybody. Take her easy, guys. I will get in here and get in my recliner. A nice, comfortable place to sit. But I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me and everybody talking tonight. I'll have to do this again earlier sometime. You guys take care of yourselves. West PA, I'll be getting with you shortly, buddy. Appreciate it.